Hey guys, I'm Gentle Occasion, and today more Tehenhauin. Here, we're gonna Tehenhauin. Oh, why am I like this? We are gonna fight Rakarth today. That's what we're gonna do. He might take out a bunch of the dwarves, in which case we'll just have some free real estate. I might even give it back to the dwarves, because this is definitely dwarven territory. It's a weird one. It's on Lustria, but I feel like the dwarves have been here for a long time. Presumably with the permission of the lizardmen. But maybe not? Who can say? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough about this clan and their you know, their position here, because I don't think these guys exist on any maps of Lustria. Maybe now, actually. I don't have the Lustria book for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. The new one that came out. Honestly, I have not been able to keep track of those bloody releases. They are releasing so many of those books so bloody quickly. It's ridiculous. And you know, they're like 30, 40 quid a go. It's, yeah, I can't keep up with it. If someone wants to donate like 40 quid to my PayPal today, I'll buy it. I'll just buy that book immediately, right? If you donate. So, alright, then I might know. Then I can check. I know that's an extreme way of checking, but you know, I like to have my sources firsthand. I hate reading wikis for anything, like, because they're just usually full of absolute crap. And like, you know, people have. There's a lot of stuff in Warhammer that is supposed to be like a little bit vague, and then when people write the wiki, they just take away any sense of like vagueness. And just say it's this, and it's like, well, it's not though. It's obviously hinting at that. It's obviously saying that that's probably the case without like saying it's the case. So don't say it's the case. You know what I mean? Like they read between the lines and just like put their version of it up. I find that annoying. Wikis are annoying for like something that is intentionally supposed to be like kind of non-committal. Because Warhammer's very non-committal about a lot of things. Not others, but you know, some things. Very non-committal. Chanuapek got destroyed. That sucks. Also, it is pronounced Chanuapek, by the way. XL is like a CH sound. It's Chanuapek. Also, the H is presumably ignored completely, or you consider that to be a Y, maybe? But it's Chanuapek, is how it's pronounced. There's pronunciation guides in the army books, which I read firsthand. Because, you know, I think it's important to have them. So yeah. Technology research, sequence of purpose, whereby Skinks are trained for battle, focusing on use of their natural agility to damage the foe. Weapon strength plus 10% for skink and chameleon stalkers, and red crested skink units. Missile skinks. Hello. The spirit of 10. I don't know how to pronounce this one. 10 Slati, maybe. 10 Chalati. Something. In pursuit of greater knowledge, the skink chiefs have been urging their artisans and engineers to meditate upon Tenzo, Ten Dog, Ten Train, the finder of the lost plaques, and to emulate his thirst for understanding. As a result, technology research rates have increased by 100%. Again, we are getting real lucky with our research rates. The sad thing is, because like our research 300, like that's crazy. The problem with it though, problem we're having with that is we don't really have a lot of buildings built yet, so we don't really have a lot of access to research yet. Because you know, we've just been building farms everywhere. Apparently we're really making sure that like lizardmen become an agrarian society. It's fine, you know, we've got to feed our armies, right? Gotta feed our armies. Speaking of armies, yeah, you don't need feeding. You're sitting tight there for now, aren't you? Hugrim Red Axe is heading up here to guard that, which is great. Rakarth can't hop over the mountains like the dwarves can, so him coming over here to try and guard this is paramount. Ooh, I think that might have been destroyed already. I think that might have been sacked. That looks like it's been sacked, but then it's also covered in these little fires. So those smoke effects might just be from all the little, you know, fun details there. It's a little hard to tell, you know, because I can't see its it's buildings, so I can't see if they're damaged. Anyway, moving on. I mean, Rakarth is down here. I think he does have other armies, but could they compete with the garrison and the like, there was a small army in there as well? I don't know. That's Rakarth. They've swapped. Luther Harkon says hi. Oh my god, he's declared war. That's interesting. Just is me, though. Why me? I was going to say I don't even have any, like, coastal settlements. I do, they're down here, but... So is he going to traipse all the way across all the other Lisbon territories to get to me? I didn't know I'd even met him. That's really unusual. That's very weird. Does that not seem weird to you? It seems weird to me. So we'll be good for fighting him. Bunch of skirmishes, maybe? Like a lot of skirmishes? Is that the way to do it? Most of the units are going to be very slow. His best units are going to be regenerating when in combat, so I'm going to stay out of combat with him. He does have guns, but then like guns and mortars and things aren't necessarily great against skirmishes. So, yeah, maybe just a lot of skirmishes will do the job. Ah, yeah, Rakarth took it. Alright then. And now you're back here, hiding, huh? Not if it thirsts for war so much, go do some war. Go do some war, you coward. Alright, look. Oishel's gonna need... Oshel, rather. That's Oshel. Oshel. I know. I know, the you think that would be Oich? Right? Because of the... Because like Chan Yu effect, so that X... It's not always a CA. I know. It's pronounced Oshel, apparently. So research the following items to advance the Lisbon's great plan even further. Right. Yeah, we're going to need another army, I think. I think we're going to need another army. I like that we're getting these upgrades in, though. I just don't like that we are going to be spending quite a lot of money. You know, our income's going to be a bit crap. We're not really set up for a second army yet, because like all of our money is going towards development, and at some point it'll just be like, okay, now we have a spare slot everywhere to build an income building, and then our income will like triple overnight. But like we're not there yet, and we might not be able to afford everything to triple if we're spending a lot of money on an army now. So it's a bit of a pain. Do you want to go Croxigor Ancient? I'll leave a Croxigor in charge over here. Might be worth doing a Skink Chief instead, actually. I don't know what mounts they get, is the thing. But let's make him strong. Alright, Gorm. He's here? What the hell? How is he here already? So he stood there, declared war, and just immediately ran over this way. That's a bit nuts. I'm glad I got an army, though. Jeez. Do I need to get some Blessed Saurus warriors here? That'll put us in the red, just having those three.
Don't be a fool.
But I'm pretty sure they're really good. What do they have? Oh, is it Charge Reflection? Is that their unique thing? I think that's their unique thing. Maybe. I forget. Yeah, I think that might be their unique thing. Anyway, I think some flyers might be a bad idea, actually, in this case. Must be a big target. I mean, this garrison's just not good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a bunch of these chumps. I might even need to get some regiments right now. So yeah, we're in the red now. That's annoying. Hopefully they'll just throw themselves at the walls. Cat sinks well. Don't tell the cat. We're not at war with these guys. But I think we need to be, so we can earn some cash, because it can take so many turns to get Tehenhauin back up here. I think we just need to smash our way through here. I think I'm also going to get the cohort of SOTEK up here as well. So, yeah, annoying. Annoying. I find it so weird they declared war on me. Can I convince you to join the war against them? Nope. Apparently not. I can't even give them nearly 8 grand to do it. They won't do it. Alright, we're going to attack these guys and learn a bit of cash. Also, how's Rakarth's army looking? Can't tell. Can't tell. Got some bears and things in this army. It's very cool. I really like Rakarth's faction. I think it's a really interesting faction. I just love any time they just have like weird hybrid stuff going on. Because it's just more exciting, you know? It's... So there's a lot of people who I think... It's the same thing with the wiki stuff, right? They read something and assume that everything written about Warhammer is like fact. Everything is so like, you know, set when like it's clearly not. So like army lists, they'll be like, oh, you can't have loads of these things in an army, whatever. Just, you know, oh, you can't have, you know, you can't have your beasts are chaos and your warriors are chaos. Or, you know, I know there's specific units that can, and like, you know, whatever. But, you know, there'll be a lot of people who's like, no, the army books. So it's like the army books don't really match the fluff. And there's exceptions to all of this, which, you know, you can actually play on tabletop with your friends. Anyway, you can just be like, oh no, my army is a hybrid of these things because of this fluff I made up. And they'll just go, oh yeah, sure, that sounds fine. Like, because, you know, people are reasonable and they would just want to have fun and do like a fun thing. So, but yeah, a lot of people are weird when it comes to like hybrid factions and stuff. But like, yeah, like, I love it. As long as there's real reason for it. Like interesting reasons why, you know, say Tehenhauin should have a bunch of, I don't know, catmen in his army, you know, because that story about him and the catmen doesn't exist, by the way, I'm being silly. But like, then yeah, allow him to have a bunch of stuff that's from a different roster, you know, the catmen roster. I don't know what roster that is. The furry army book, I don't know. But like, just, yeah, I love this stuff so much. It's really cool to get these weird, you know, these weird collection of creatures in an army. It's really fun. So I love that they did that with 1,000 Wars. It's really good stuff. Anyway, let's kill them all. Yeah, chaos is the worst for it because there's you know, you got your beasts of chaos, your demons of chaos, your warriors of chaos. It's like hordes of chaos. That was different. That was when some of those army books were in the same book. But anyway, it's completely arbitrary, and it's usually just for the rules. But like all of those like factions exist together, like in the same forces. They march to battle under the same, you know, under the same banners. It's just, yeah, it's completely arbitrary, really. Just to go, well, they're sort of on this theme, so they can be in their own army book, and we've got to keep the game balanced. So, you know, you can't have everything all in a big giant soup. But there's no reason a game like Total War can't have a giant soup, because at the end of the day, it is arbitrary. So one thing we're a little worried about is dark shards. Not these ones, because there's only one unit, and they'll be fine. But generally speaking, dark shards are scary. Right, you go to the master. You go to the feral bears, you go to the cold ones. Alright, you can help too. And I think we're going to need you guys over there, actually. Okay. But yeah, Dark Shard's going to be a bit scary. They're very good at killing the things that make Lizardmen really good. Okay, brilliant. We absolutely decimated them. Let's move up and around then. And you can both start shooting that way. And yeah, you can just use your javelins. Perfect. Let's cast Skinks. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, chaos are the worst for it. They've been so split up and put back together over and over again. In like various ways. But like, you know, what is Demons of Chaos and what is Warriors of Chaos? Even that is like, yeah, real arbitrary. A lot of the time it's just like, well, this is supposed to be monogod flavor, so I guess I'll put it in the Demons of Chaos, I guess. And like, yeah, it's just whatever. You know, there's different like Demon Prince characters in each roster, basically. So it's, yeah, it's just whatever feels. It's vibes based, is the thing. It's vibes based most of the time. But yeah, people get uppity about it. Yeah, let's give every faction soup. All right, if it makes sense, give them soup. Give it the options to make it soup at least. So, decisive victory. Okay. Good stuff. So let's loot and buy. Lovely. Yeah, I do like how Total War deals with balance as well. I'm sure there are people who, you know, like, I haven't played any Total War Warhammer 3 multiplayer, but I'm pretty sure it still does the same thing Total War Warhammer 2 does, which is that all of the sort of like weird soup factions, they're determined by like the sub-faction you pick to play as. And so if you pick a faction, you know, if you pick 1,000 Moors, yeah, you have access to all the bears and stuff, but then your opponent also knows that you're going to have access to all the bears and stuff, so they can plan appropriately. So, like, it doesn't feel like a cheat to have, like, these crazy surprise units in the roster, because, you know, it's only if you play that specific faction, and that's going to give people a bit of an inkling as to what you're getting. Yeah, you can obviously kind of bluff by going, oh, I'm going to play as the 1,000 Moors, and then just bring a completely conventional Dark Elf army, and they've just brought a bunch of, like, you know, bear-killing units. But still, it's, you know, it's part of the fun. Now let's see.
No, I'm surrounded by
So there is one more thing I can do. That's right. I can get more birds. Our income's very bad. But yeah, that's Parhawks, by the way. Sacrifice of Parhawks. That's how that's pronounced. Now, let's see. I think we end the turn and get attacked by a bunch of zombies and Dark Elves. That sound good? Is that a plan? I think it's a good plan. Also, we got the favelas here. I don't think we need to go for growth here just yet. I'm happy to get a little bit of extra money from taking these settlements over while we develop our main settlements predominantly. Because yeah, we just need to supplement our income, which means sacking everything and building favelas. Okay, so this is a bit annoying, because we will need to fight them off. We are going to need to sally out and deal with them, because if we don't, we're going to be fighting him and Luther Harkon next turn. So, are you sure we can't entice you? The thing is, they're already at war with so many factions. I think that could be why they're really against it. We still can't convince them. Oh, God, it's so annoying. Come on, Gorok, like he's trespassing. We should definitely fight him. Anyway, Rakarth is here too. Rakarth, get out of my house. Pyrrhic victory, medium casualties. Certainly Garrison's going to help a little bit. But this is perfect. What do we get for killing Rakarth? I can't even think. Interesting that we'll have a Ripodactyl versus Manticore fight, though. We're anti-infantry. No, we're anti-infantry. Manticore is anti-large. So, you know, we're going to have some problems there if we go head-to-head. He is going to be better in a duel against us. And they have 1,000 dark shards. Okay, we're going to completely envelop their army in like 8 seconds. They have no front line. They have no front line at all. This is quite pathetic. Okay, yeah, this should be quite funny. But yeah, lizardmen aren't a great matchup against Dark Elves. It can be a bit of a problem. Because Dark Elves, things like Dark Shards, normally the weakness of Dark Shards is that you can just stay out of their range and you can just kill them with your own range because they have such short range. But, you know, they have really high armor piercing, so very scary. If they do get in range, they do a lot of damage. It's a lot easier to do that against lizardmen that have basically no long range stuff. You can't really have like you can't really be firing at them with like your Stegodon, you know, artillery, like 1 per unit, like wipe them out. Like this, you can't do that. Like Stegodon's too expensive. There's no archers. You know, you got your skirmishers. Like they're going to get outranged. Like Dark Shards can shoot them just as well. So it's you know, a little scary. It can be a little scary. You know what? See if you can hit Rakarth. I'm not sure if you'll be able to or not, but you should certainly try. Make sure we get stuck in. Maybe we shoot you too. Oh, Flock of Doom. That's my trick. That's my move. Alright, what are you doing? I just told you to attack Rakarth and you're doing like this weird thing. I don't even know what. Alright, let's throw snakes at these jerks. Alright, that's all great. Okay, don't like the feral cold ones. Going feral. Coldly. I'm pretty sure we hit just like all around guys. Alright, they're jumping down, that's fine. Let's start just harassing a bit of whatever. Oh, yeah, we'll deal with you. Can't have you guys running around. Ooh, this is a little tough as well. Alright, let's get you down here. Yeah, just go for them. Yeah, we're absolutely annihilating him. Though, Skink cohort's having some trouble against these cold ones. Alright. Come on, boys. We need to get into these ranged units in a hurry. Okay, yeah, we've done some big damage there. What is that? Warriors flee. We have one skink cohort left there. Wow. That's nuts. I think that's the power... Okay, good. Rakarth's dead. I think that's the power of the Dark Shards there, frankly. Alright, start shooting the War Hydra. This Bleak Sword are doing quite well, too. Yeah, we've dealt with this stuff. Oh, actually... Giant walls have been a problem again. Alright, let's get the Chameleon Stalkers out of there if we can. Alright, I think there's going to be army losses. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, we did lose a unit though. Definitely lost a unit there. It was very sad. Maybe 2. Yeah, Skinks really really took a beating there. Maybe 3 units. Oh, hang on. No, a bunch of those were the garrison ones. Yeah, alright, our army's totally fine. Close victory. Alright, they got absolutely killed to bits. Brilliant. And yeah, a garrison was the victim of that. That's fine. Still a little worried about that other battle, though. And yeah, we'll just chase them down. We can probably get Copper Landing. I don't know if these guys will retreat or if they'll push forward. It's like, they might be able to get rid of Hugrim Red Axe. They might be able to defeat him. And that would suck. So they're suffering attrition too, huh?
No! I'm surrounded by fools!
Defeated Rakarth. Bonus versus large. 8, that's really useful. And -5 leadership for enemy monstrous units. That's kind of cool. And we've got Legion of Chakra. I think the Legion of Chakra could be joining Oshul there in a minute. I kind of hate, you know, I kind of hate like instant recruitment. I find it really annoying. I think there'd be a lot less of it in the game. Just, you know, every faction. I mean, well, I say every faction. Some factions more than others. But some factions you can wipe out their armies and then suddenly they just have like a full stack of Regiments of Renown on the next turn, and it's so silly. I really wish there was a delay for building, you know, for training anything. Or at least, like, I don't know, like a rush construction mechanic or something. So, like, if you really are caught short, you could, you know, like, basic units you could muster from your garrison or something, you know? So yeah, I went with a Fanatic, as you can see. Although, is that the way to go? I do kind of want to make him a giant powerhouse, but also, just stuff like extra control or lowering corruption is really good. The extra income will never matter, because he'll never be in a territory that's developed. He'll always be on the front lines. So it's a bit pointless. And like, upkeep and stuff just seems pointless. And I know I'm saying that while we are, you know, having financial difficulties. And extra recruitment is nice too. It is a tough one. Like, it is tough. Do we want to make him more fighty? I mean, all the extra stat bonuses for all of the units in his army, I think are just too good to pass up. I don't think we can give up on the, like, plus 20 armor for all of our skinks. Like, that's huge. An 8 melee defense? And an 8 melee attack for all of them? Leadership I don't really care about. But, yeah, so much of this stuff is just so important. Yeah, it's just so important to make sure that his skink army can perform up there with, like, you know, much more elite units. Spread control. Actually spreading control quite well, though. Well done. And now we're not. Yeah, I'll just auto resolve that. We got good replenishment, so. And can you seriously not reach that? That's so sad. Why are you just that little bit too slow? It's only there. I guess it's because we chased them into, like, you know, off the road. Guess that's the problem. But still, what a nuisance that is. Do you want more magic? We don't need more magic. What do we want? To intercept things? I mean, that's not going to make any difference. I guess I'll just set up an ambush arbitrarily. 90% chance to ambush in the middle of a desert, apparently. We got a delay in Pavis. That's fun. Missile block charts and reload time reduction. Cool. Very weird item for Elizabeth to unlock. But yeah, we need to deal with this jerk. Great victory, high casualties, and with a follow-up of that other army, this is kind of scary. But I can get more Pterodon riders. God, they've got a lot of gunners as well. Pterodon riders are really going to suck here. But if we just throw all of our guys right at the enemy, as soon as we're in combat with all this stuff, it's not going to last. And once it's in combat, we can bomb it. So I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. And it's a real shame we don't have the Legion of Chakra yet. You know, we'll be able to recruit it once we clear these guys out. But the Legion of Chakra has an aura of missile resist, I believe, which is really good. Against this sort of army, at least. Ugh, yeah, alright, we're fighting it. Alright, let's go. Just a heads up. I've got the windows open because it's a million degrees today. Very stuffy day. But yeah, I've got the windows open, the kids started playing outside, the neighbours' kids. So if you hear a bunch of kids playing, just pretend they're children lost in the jungle. You know, they came from Skeggy or something. Okay. So we're attacking them annoyingly, so we're expected to go uphill. Which is rubbish. Could probably kill him fairly quickly. Don't like the bombers there, they're going to be a pain. I might need to spread out more. I mean, that's really all I want to do, Ray. Just spread out and sort of get on top of everything as quick as I can. Although, do I? They don't have any long-range stuff, so I should actually deploy back with everybody, I think. So let's stop being in a group. Alright, you're not impressing anyone. So yeah, we should also probably spread these guys out. Like so. And I suppose we should go somewhere in the middle too. I guess. I'll just keep you two together. Alright, and you guys can go for their lord. We'll single him out. Alright, now let's see if you're going to deploy properly. Ah, good you are. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes if you mix up units, even if they seem like the same unit type, it'll just go, no. This isn't how we do things. But yeah, the bombs are really going to help. They're going to be a big help. Our bombs, not their bombs. Their bombs are going to be a pain. They've got handgunners, but I don't think they have the greatest... They're not going to have the greatest shots against us, I don't think. I don't think they have the greatest shots against us. The bombs are in the trees, so they might hit the trees a bunch. I don't know if that counts as artillery or not. Because yeah, there's a... So missiles will miss trees if you're in the trees. There's like a grace period where they don't have collision against trees. Didn't used to be the case. Oh, you jerk. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Like one little volley from something will probably lose a couple models there. Well, I say that, it actually only damages one model at a time, Spirit Edge. But still, that model will be very flimsy now, and I don't like that. Come on. These guys should hold that centre really well, though. Oh, they got some bombers there too. Yeah, these guys, I'm pretty happy that they can probably deal with those bats. Should I have done that? Oh, speed differential. huge. Huge. These guys are going to be up real quick. Though I could also disrupt a bunch of them with snakes. Oh no, this seems to be acceptable. Oh, I got some good damage into those bats. Alright, everything's starting to move up. So that's fine. Yeah, hopefully these guys can handle it all. Alright, looks like we're fine. So yeah, let's get you guys into there, you guys into there. We're going that way now. Alright, those bombers we're going to hit, even though I don't know if that's going to be all that useful. They have a very injured chap over there. I think he's been potentially doing a bunch of spirit leeches and miscasting them. Or he's been using Forbidden Rod, maybe? Oof. Already not enjoying the fire these guys are under. So let's just get you guys out for now. Because we've got to fight Luther Harkon as well, remember? That's the scary bit. I mean, there's a lot of scary bits. And some of the Saurus warriors have suffered a lot of damage here too. Yeah, bark bark. Bark bark. Alright, we've got their lord, which is fun. Love to see it. Alright, you guys, go again. Now we got everyone in combat. Hate the bombs, hate the bombs. Hate the bombs. Alright, just do that. I know it's sort of flimsy. But I want to break them. Alright, get on those handgunners. Go, go, go. Alright, this side's doing really well. That's going well. You took that order really strangely. Let's just get you up in there, okay? And, alright, good. Charge into something else. And, yeah, everything's crumbling. Good. Good. Didn't lose any pterodons. Still 10 in each. Okay, close victory. I mean, it was expecting a Pyrrhic victory, so, you know. It's good. It's good. Alright, we've got Outrider's handgun. We're getting so many, like, weapons that I feel are, like, just not ones that Lizardmen would be getting. But I kind of love it, you know? There's just a bunch of new stuff landing on the shores of Lustria, and they're making use of it, which I think is kind of cool. Traditional weapon of the Empire, Outriders unleashes a devastating armor-piercing volley, though the reloading leaves something to be desired. Yeah, the extra damage is very cool there. Let's see. Mark Sacrifice, we get huge replenishment. We'll be on full health again. Annoyingly, it's only for the main army, not the other one. But that's cool. An army survived somehow. How did you survive? Rose again, I suppose. I could run out, finish them off, and then retreat again. It's probably not a bad idea. So, Regiment Renown, Legion of Chakwa, with their thingy. There we go, Shield of Chakwa. Is a 40% missile resistance to nearby boys. Very fun. And girls. There's all lizards in it. So they all have cloacas. Do they? Do they? Do lizardmen have cloacas? Let me know in the comments. That's very important, we know. But no, the reason I say that is because I'm weird. I guess we need Proud Warrior with this guy. You know, tell you what, we got Swift Rider. Is that extra speed really going to make a difference? Probably not. I think we actually need to get Proud Warrior, so his Saurus Warriors are better. Because that's most of his army, regrettably. We can get more of them too. We can get Blessed Croxagores, actually. We could get some cavalry. I think we could just keep getting Blessed Saurus Spears. Or we can get 2 units of pterodons. This army is so expensive. But if it can defeat Luther Harkon, then it's brilliant, right? Then it's worthwhile. So many sacrifices made for this. So yeah, I'm going to attack them. We'll just finish them off. I doubt we'll suffer more casualties than, you know. Because that's another 50 sacrifices right there, which is very cool. And then we go back here. Because yeah, that is powerful. You know, that with just a heap of infantry as well, I think we can handle them. I say that, there's like animated hulks, mortars, deck dropper, handgunners, that could be really annoying. I mean, I could probably just chase them with the Pterodon Riders, actually. But if they've still got their other units, you know, guarding them, that's going to be painful. Just ow. Just big old owie zowie. Gonna be bad. He's been digging for treasure over here too. Look, he's digging for Lustrian treasure. Just go fight him, you weirdo. Look, now that he's got less army, are you more inclined? Nope, still not inclined enough. Oh, we're losing 1,500 per turn. Still means we can last 10 turns though, provided we don't build anything. Which, I mean, we're probably going to build something, aren't we? Let's be honest, a bunch of stuff is about to get finished building. Yeah, we're going to have 3 settlements with a new building slot next turn. And some of them at tier 3 where we can get, like, you know, skink priests. Yeah, because here I really want that temple so we can get the skink priests. So we can have some more spellcasters. I could also get an army of dinosaurs at my faction's capital. Really? What's the point of that? That's rubbish. I want to be over there. It'll take forever to get anywhere. It'll cost me a fortune. Do I want to try and be recruiting anything? Probably not. Do we still have this active? Because it does cause attrition. And we've got the ambush success chance. We've got all the extra damage and everything. I don't know. I think we just have to sit tight and let him attack us. I think we'll be fine. All those, like, insane, just the pile of, like, blessed units is going to be huge. We're going to grab Copper Landing next turn, hopefully. Hopefully Marosh will retreat. But, yeah, we should be able to get... Okay, they did. So we should be able to get some more... Oh, and I think Luther just moved forward a bit. He's not willing to attack right now. That's really good news. I might set up an ambush just outside Oshel then. Though, yeah, probably should have got some Skinks recruiting there. Just so we could bolster the numbers a bit. Get better recruit ranks too. So the above ground spawning pools must be prepared. The new Skinks will be required if the plan is to be interpreted on the schedule. Raise or sack the Sentinels of Zeti. I might remember to do that. Maybe. I mean, we're looting and occupying everywhere, but I don't think that counts as sacking. It might. So I never do these things. And, you know, the brief occasions when I do actually do that, I don't remember, because it's just... You know, doesn't feel like I need to know because I never do it. Never feels information worthy of retaining. That'll be nice though, bit of extra cash. I mean, 37. Oh boy, that's great. It'll be 100, I'm pretty sure. I think it'll be 100 if it's actually fixed. It won't tell me what it is. Hang on. Oh, 75. Okay, so yeah, 37 halves it. Cool. So I should probably build that. And that will get me a bunch of technologies. Let's have a little look at our tech. So, Tablet of War, post-battle loot. That's hero stuff I don't really care about. Growth is useful. I need a Grand Plaza for that one. Skink Barrios. I do have them building, so that'll be trade goods, that'll be useful. Sacred Spawning Caverns give us bonuses for Saurus Warriors. And the Beast Lair gives us the beast stuff. Okay. So yeah, the Scrying Pool. Oh, hang on. The Scrying Pool, this one. That's the Scrying Pool. I can unlock the... Yeah, all this block. So I can get, like, cheaper upkeep with Skinks. So, I mean, that's not terrible. And the extra research rate is nice too. So that's not terrible. But... I can't believe these don't give us techs. It's ridiculous. That puts up local recruit rank, which is nice. That's the Weapon Crafters Commune. So yeah, local recruit rank allows recruitment of sacred crocodiles and horned ones, which will be useful. That will be useful in time. The Star Chamber, also pretty useful. Yeah, that's the Beast Lair, which gives all the beast upgrades. I mean, having access to, like, Distilled onto Dark SOTEK, yeah, that'd be great to have. I really just want some Skink Priests, though. I might build this and then destroy it. I know, it sounds sacrilegious, doesn't it? We're building a shrine to the old ones, then we're going to burn it down. But I think we want to do that just so we can get some more spellcasters out. I think it's worthwhile. I think it's worthwhile. And then over here at Oshel, we kind of need to get more resources, don't we? And now let's get Skink Chiefs. Oh, which actually reminds me, I can get Skink Chiefs here, can't I? I probably should have got some Skink Chiefs sooner. Probably should have done. Because that would be pretty useful. That would be pretty useful. Yeah, he's not keen to attack, is he? I mean, 78 is pretty low, so I think I will try and do that. Do you want to spend some more money here? Oh, we're losing a lot of gold doing this. That'll be, what, more growth? Yeah. Yeah, this is all costing us quite a lot. It'll be 5 turns. We'll survive. A little less than that, actually. A little less than that. Kinda. We'll see. Yeah, let's get Titus SOTEK, so we've got more melee attack for all of our Skinks. Shame it's not faction-wide, those bonuses, because that would be really useful. Get Wound Maker for you. Because it's going to take a little while to get to either of these. Which means these guys need to hold out for a while. Also, just want to have a little look. There was one that does global recruitment, right? Costs a little bit more. Is there any way to get, like, 24 offerings? I don't think there is, but that would be amazing to be able to get, like, all of them trained that quickly. Why are there fewer now? Oh, because I cancelled them. Of course I did. I literally just cancelled them because I was going to re-recruit them. Yeah, I'm going to queue them back up. Oh, am I? I just think they cost too much. I know, they cost next to nothing, but, like, given our financial situation, it seems like a mistake. If we could defeat a Skaven, that would be brilliant right now. If we could own more of a province. Okay, if we get Golden Colossus, we will get a bunch more cash. Like, a bunch more cash. So we'll prioritise that, then go to the bearded skull mines. I think that's how we'll do it. But yeah, this has definitely gotten interesting. This has definitely gotten interesting. Like, we started a war over here, which is probably good that we did. These guys would have declared war on us eventually, like, once they run out of dwarfs and Tomb Kings to slaughter. So, you know, they would have come for us eventually. But, yeah, fighting them has been really interesting. And Harkon just coming up out of nowhere has been really interesting. And it's sort of like desperate recruitment. Just all the sacrifices to try and get, you know, blessed spawns in the neighborhood. I think it's kind of cool. Kind of fun. Bit interesting mechanic. I know, I was just complaining about how this stuff shouldn't be able to be recruited in a single turn. But, like, whatever. Guys, we're going to end it here. So, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.